I did a video on these spoof flicks a long time ago. I think it was when Disaster movie came out, and it got a decent number of views. For some reason it seems people love talking about these spoof movies, like either attacking them or defending them. I hadn't planned on sharing any more thoughts about these, but I've gotten several emails asking me what I think about the latest addition to the spoof genre, this Vampires Suck by Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer. I don't know anything about Twilight. The whole Team Edward and Team the other guy, but it doesn't seem like a bad idea for a spoof. Actually, all this popular vampire stuff lately, like, I've gotten really burnt out on. I miss vampires who sleep in coffins, who come out at night, kill people, are dangerous, like all that fun stuff. Now it's just all this teen vampire romance. They're walking around in daylight. I don't get it. But all this does seem like it could be fun to poke fun at and yield some fun jokes. If the movie was made by some other filmmakers. I mean, listen, pretty much everyone knows these Seltzer-Friedberg movies are bad. And I think they've lowered the spoof genre to the lowest rung on the comedy ladder right now. The jokes are stupid, there's no creativity to any of the parodies they do. It's just a string of random pop culture references, and they don't even give the audience enough credit to figure them out on their own. I mean, they actually have to explain the jokes when they're happening, and point out the stupid celebrity impressions. Oh, it's Lady Gaga. Like, it's really painful. But we're always amazed when these flicks are successful, which will lead inevitably to another one, and leaving us all wondering, how are these guys still working? I mean, what is going on? I mean, even based on the titles they've been using, I think even Seltzer and Freeberg know their movies are awful. I mean, Disaster Movie, Vampires Suck. These titles are an easy opportunity for a funny headline from movie critics. Yes, Disaster Movie is a disaster. This movie absolutely sucks. If anyone wanted to work in the film industry and they didn't possess any kind of talent whatsoever, just look at these guys as motivation that you too can do it. That's one thing that's disheartening to me, is that there's a lot of talented people out there who are actually funny and inventive, and who would be much better qualified to work on a movie. But no, for some reason Seltzer and Freeberg have this stranglehold on these lame series of films. And their films, like, they don't even get any better. I don't know, from what I've heard, they've gotten even worse as they go along. But I guess there's like no reason to improve if the movies continue making money. I'd be very curious to see what would happen if these guys broke up. You know, break up the team and just go to work without each other. Is there possibly like a weak link in this team? Just keeping the other guy down? I don't know. If you're willing to spend your money on this stuff, by now you know what you're getting, so, you know, go have fun, but I just don't get it. I mean, someone told me this vampire movie, it was like number 2 at the box office. I mean, I can't even believe something like this made it to theater screens. I mean, this is something that you stumble onto at like 3 a.m. on some cable station. So hearing that it outranked like a new Julia Roberts movie and Scott Pilgrim, it's amazing to me. I'm guessing like the whole Twilight angle really helped lure people into this one. That's another. Yeah, what's the ranking for this on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, it's got to be low, like, right? Hang on. Vampires Suck. Yeah, there it is. Number 2. Number 2 on the box office. 5%. 5%. That's what it got. A 5. And this only goes down to 0. 5%. So someone must have given this a positive review. Crazy. Okay. So it has 5%. Friedberg and Seltzer's movie has only gotten 5% more positive reviews across the country than my movie did. And I didn't even make one. A part of me actually enjoys like when the latest one of these flicks comes out, just for the sole reason to hear the anger and frustration from movie fans who like take to the web and rant about these guys and their films. Some of them are really fun to listen to too. I mean, if you hear of any new good ones, you know, let me know. I mean, on some of these, it seems more thought went into these rants than Seltzer and Freeberg went into making their movie. I mean, it's interesting to hear the different ways one can yell at these guys to go fuck themselves and die. I mean, that's another thing. I started to wonder if these two guys actually exist. I mean, I never hear about any interviews they give, and I always see the same few pictures of them for years. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's either intentional, like they're purposely laying low. I mean, which isn't a bad idea, actually. Or these guys are like, they're not even real. Like, they're just an Alan Smithy pseudonym that the studio created, and some other people are directing these films. But, like, they're putting the blame on these imaginary filmmakers. Let them take the heat. I don't know. And anyway, I've accepted the fact that these films will continue on. I mean, based on the money this one already made, I'm confident we'll be seeing another one. And the comedy team of Seltzer and Friedberg will be back. I mean, maybe their next one will be, like, I don't know, whatever's popular at the time. Like, maybe sci-fi or something. Or maybe, like, Inception jokes or, I don't know. Whatever it's going to be about, I'm not going to see it. But I will be more than willing to hear the passionate pleas from other movie fans for these guys to just disappear once and for all. Oh, you know what we'll get next? What their next movie will be? 3D movie. That will probably be the next one. That's my prediction. They're lame jokes jumping right out of the movie screen at you. From the guys who saw too many 3D movies, or however the trailers start. Plus, they'll be able to charge more to sit through their garbage. Yeah, it'll be like a cinematic stick-up.